Do you really not have Uggs? This is blowing my mind.
I don't think so. I don't think I'd ever own Sperry's.
I don't even know anybody at home that wears Sperry's.
I have Sperry's topsiders. My favorite brand of shoes is probably Sperry's because they're really comfortable just to like throw on, especially when I've come to college because I'm doing a lot more walking because I work at the hospital, so I walk to work a lot, and they're really comfortable. And I originally got them when I took a trip to France, and you know, when you go on a usually when you go on a trip where there's like a lot of touring and everything, they tell you to get good walking shoes. And so I, along with about 12 other girls who were on the trip with me, we all bought Sperry's, and it's all we wore the entire trip. Like for Sperry's, they're usually like 80 to 100. And because they're actually a high quality shoe, like they last for a long time, I kind of use that as my justification for paying for it. Yet I probably wouldn't spend nearly that much if it wasn't the brand. Like if there were shoes that looked a lot like Sperry's, but they were an off-brand and they were $60, I wouldn't pay for that.
My problem is that they're expensive, and I don't have $80 to spend on a pair of shoes. I know they're good quality shoes and they'll last for a while, but my checks are usually $20 and they last me years. So I don't know, I don't find the use in buying Uggs and Sperry's. Plus, I just don't think they look very good on me. My favorite are they're pink with green plaid, kind of pink and green plaid. And they were my first pair. They're my favorite. They're comfy. Feet's all worn into them. So, if I don't have to wear shoes, I don't, because I don't like wearing shoes. I've gone into Walmart barefoot before. I've gone into Village Inn barefoot. People don't notice. People don't really look at shoes. So I push my limits. I have a pair of Vans boots that my mom bought me for Christmas because I'm a college girl and I'm walking around campus and she wanted my feet to be warm. But I only wore them like 3 times this winter. Probably wear them a little bit more next year, but just don't really like boots. I stick to my basics.
Uggs were like a status symbol at my high school. You had to have the real thing, and if you didn't, then it was almost worse to have the off-brand Uggs than to just not have Uggs at all. Because at least you could fake it and say, oh, they're ugly shoes and that's why I don't have them. But if you get the ones that are like the Bear Claw, or I think there's another brand, but if you had those, it was almost worse because you were a total poser.
I don't think I would ever own Sperry's or Ugg boots. Mainly because a lot of people wear them, I feel like, on this campus. And I feel like not every Creighton girl, but quite a lot. I think that to wear Vans, like, you have to at least kind of skateboard, maybe longboard, or like, I mean, you can totally like draw ideas from everything else, but with Vans, like, they're actual like skateboard shoes. Like, they were made for skateboarding or longboarding or just, you know, stuff like that. So I feel like you should use them for that. I just automatically am like, poser? I mean, not to be like rude about it, but I'm not the one who's like just wearing them because they're cool for the moment. You know, like, I've been wearing them forever. Like, I'm going to continue to wear them. Like, nothing's going to change for that. And I'm not going to not wear something that I really like just because of somebody else. So, of course, like, I mean, I'm a little, like, a tiny bit upset that other people wear them, but everybody, like, I'm never gonna go somewhere and, like, not have somebody else wearing the same thing that I am. It's, like, with how many people are in the world, not gonna happen.